Hello and welcome back to HLS Crypto. My name is Dan. So today we're going to be talking about meme coins. So to meme or not to meme, that is the question. Watch this. So as you know on this channel, I've spoken about meme coins in not a very positive light. And this is going to be a little bit different because we're going to look at ones that have a little bit of potential coming up into the bull run. Again, I always advise sort of steering clear of meme coins. It's not something I'm going to be adding into my investment strategy, but I know a lot of people are going to be talking about them shortly. I know that people are talking about them now. So it's something that you might want to talk about, particularly if it's your first ever rodeo into cryptocurrency. So one of the big ones is Pepe. And the reason why this got so much attention, I think, early on, is there's a story here how one trader scored millions off a $27 Pepe coin investment. So one trader turned a negligible $27 investment into nearly $4 million thanks to their timely Pepe entry. As highlighted in a Twitter post back in April, a wallet beginning with that number, had to purchase 2.5 trillion Pepe tokens right after launch for a total of $27. As the hype around the new meme coin took off, those tokens exploded, and within weeks, the wallet's holding were close to $1 million as the buying frenzy around Pepe reached fever pitch. What I thought was quite interesting is this, though. So, though Pepe subsequently declined from its highs, the trader continued holding their tokens according to data from Etherscan. So the trader's holdings are now just worth over $3 million. And while he missed a chance to cash out at Pepe's peak, they remain a multimillionaire off a tiny $27 investment of an unknown meme coin. Now, there was talk at the time, and I don't know if this is how legitimate it was, but there was people couldn't get their investment out from what I can remember. It wasn't something I got involved in myself. This is quite interesting. I think this is going to help it. So if you are playing around with meme coins, it's important to kind of get a bit of an idea what's going on. Most meme coins have zero utility. They don't do anything, but they are a little bit of fun for some people. And I can see why. They play on two very significant human emotions, the one of greed and the one of fear, particularly fear of missing out. A lot of people are like, oh, I've got to get into the next one, And you see stories like getting, $1 million or $3 million off $27. You think that's going to be great, but it's very, very much it's definitely not the rule. It's very often the exception. But they have burnt 6.9 trillion Pepe tokens worth $6 million. A new team of advisors have been brought on to guide Pepe forward. Uses for its remaining 3.79 trillion tokens attributed to the original team. The CEX multi-sig wallet for strategic partnerships and market opportunities are currently being explored. We look forward to updating the Pepe community on any future burns, movements, or uses of these tokens here on Twitter as they take place or in our official Telegram. So again, this burn signified a spike. So Pepe coin surges 51% as token burn announcement sparks mania. During a crypto surge, Pepe's coin strategic burn of $5.5 million worth of tokens sparks a market revival. So that's something that's interesting, and it has helped. But if we look at the actual chart, one interesting thing about Pepe now, and which is why it's becoming more interesting now. Again, it's not something I'm going to be investing in, but for some people who want that kind of like a lottery ticket play, like a raffle ticket, like your small investment to try and catch big gains. Again, I prefer more fundamentally sound projects, but it's circulating supply and total supply are now the same, which I think is massive. That's basically good news if you're going to be trying to get into Pepe. Now, its all-time chart is there. It's not at a bull run yet. That's interesting too. Will it be the next Shiba Inu, for instance, or Doge? But there was where it was. It launched, bang, and then it's gone down systematically. Just drip-fed down. But this is starting to have a little mini revival down to the burn. Pepe might be one to watch if you are a bit of a degen. You might want to have a little look at it. Here's one I actually do quite like, but again, I'm not involved with or would be buying, but I do like this. It's Floki. I think Floki is actually quite good. And I use the term good in terms of what we're talking about in the terms of memes, but it's called itself the people's cryptocurrency. Floki is the utility token for the Floki ecosystem. So the Floki ecosystem has got a play-to-earn NFT metaverse, Valhalla, Flokify, which is basically a DeFi, and its NFT collections. There's some news now, staking's live. Its core three pillars, and this is the kind of bit that I find interesting. So community-wise, the Floki Vikings, a global community of over 470,000 strong, are on a mission to make Floki the most popular crypto in the world. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's nice to have a dream, right? We are known for epic social media raids and making Floki memes to appeal to the masses. The community is the heart and soul of Floki, and I agree. If you're invested or going to invest in a meme coin, ones with big communities can really help, because it's very much like your two favorite basketball teams or your two favorite football teams. People will pick their meme token like they will their team, and then they'll just be backing it all the way, which can lead to that kind of community aspect, that feeling good together. Ultimately, it can get a lot of people wrecked as well, but it is interesting. Then utility. What started as a meme has developed into an industry-leading utility project. Floki's innovative ecosystem offers a 3D NFT metaverse, DeFi utilities, a crypto education platform, NFTs, a merchandise store, and more. And then this bit, which is, I think this is nice. This is the bit that I really do like about Floki. So charity, among other initiatives, Floki has pledged to build a state-of-the-art school, first on every continent, then in every underdeveloped nation of the world. Guatemala, Ghana, Laos, and Nigeria are already home to Floki schools, making real-world change at the core of Floki's mission. I think that's really, really good. Now, I'd check that out if you're interested in that. A bit further down, it just shows you where you can buy it, and then some stats. But there is something here which I do think is really interesting, from meme to dream. So I've actually opened this on a different tab. This is the kind of timeline of what happened with Floki. So it was born on the 25th of June, 2021. But I really like football. I like the fact that it has these like charity things. So $1.4 million were donated to Million Gardens movement, which was a partner with Kimball Musk's chance to fight food insecurity. I think that's really, really good. But as I said before, loads of market was happening. This was all around the bull market. So it was in Istanbul. It was everywhere. But I'm into football. I like football. FC Goa, Indian football club, Kerala Blasters, which is also an Indian football club, Cadiz, who's a La Liga team, one with Napoli, who are reigning Italian champions, and Bundesliga with Bayer Leverkusen. So there's some good stuff. Like, I do enjoy that side of it. Spartak Moscow, again, the Russian football team, Fenerbahce in Turkey, FC20 over in the Netherlands. It's had its first Christmas, things like that. Alfa Romeo. There's a lot of things in here that you can just go and have a look at. I'm not going to go through them all because there's many, many little milestones that they've achieved. And then on its Twitter account, it's got something quite profound. There is nothing noble in being superior to your fellow man. True nobility is being superior to your former self. So I think that's a lesson that everyone can kind of go with. I think that's actually quite poignant and quite interesting. And if you look at the chart, Floki's currently 2.4% up. A lot of its circulating supply, again, is in circulation, which is great. Or a lot of its max supply, is in circulation. There's the chart. So obviously in the 2021 bull run, it peaked pretty well. It's just starting to get back on track now. But as I said before, I'm not going to be getting involved in meme coins. But if you're going to, it might be worth looking at ones that do something, and I think the charity side of that with Floki is really, really good. Finally, I'm going to look at this one, which is Dogelon Mars. The website itself is absolutely nothing to write home about. I am Dogelon Mars. Join me, and together we will reach the stars, or Dogelon Mars. You can join the community. 650,000 followers over on Twitter. There's a comic with it. You can read through that if you wish to. Some of its stats, its market cap, $103 million. The reason why I think this has got potential to do well. So if you look at its followers on Twitter, 445,600, which I think is different to what the actual website says, but they're not there for accuracy, I wouldn't have thought. But it's its ticker symbol, $Elon. Now, this is the thing. A lot of people will see that, and they may associate it with Elon Musk a lot more than perhaps necessary. This can make a big difference. Elon Musk basically makes meme tokens pump. So he takes a picture of his dog, Shiba Inu, and Doge pump. And I think that there could be a possibility that Dogelon Mars might do the same. Again, it's not for me, but we'll have a look at its chart. It's up 1.8%. Its circulating supply is just over half of its max supply out now. So that's a little bit iffy. It's not as good as Pepe or Floki in the tokenomics regard. I can't believe we're talking about tokenomics with meme coins, but here we go. There was the spike and it's gone downhill ever since, which you'll see a lot of meme coins doing exactly the same thing. Meme season probably is around the corner. It is worth thinking about this if you do want to be a degen. Like I said before, though, don't get wrecked. And if you are going to do meme coins, make sure they're a very small percentage of your bag. Treat them as a raffle ticket, lottery ticket, whatever you want to treat them as. So let's have a look at some honorable mentions. Dogecoin obviously got a lot of people, a lot of success in the previous bull run. Shiba Inu performed really, really well as well. Weirdly, I actually did get some Shiba Inu in 2020 and made a little profit. Again, I didn't put much in. It was minuscule compared to the other bags, but it is what it is. Pepe, we've spoken about. Floki, we've spoken about. And Dogelon Mars, we've already spoken about. But Wall Street memes, I wouldn't touch that with a barge pole. A lot of people getting paid to talk about that. It's not something I want to even get near. Doge Killer, Bonk. You know, I mean, some of these are just crazy. Mog Coin, Volt Inu, Shiba Predator. You know, it's Wojak. There's so many. They're not for me. They're not for me. They're, like I said before, they play on certain elements of human psychology. It's greed and the fear of missing out. You want to get the biggest return possible. You see the communities talking about it. During the bull run in 2025 coming up, you're going to see people go mad for memes. They'll be talking about memes. It does have a lot of retail eyes come into the space because memes can sometimes bring them into the space, but they're a bit crazy for me. I wouldn't be putting my hard earned behind it. I think it's, you know, as I said before, I work in a hospital. I just want to try and, you know, generate as much funds as I can in order to buy more projects with real fundamentals, things that are going to try and do things in the real world. And I don't think meme coins really will do that, with the exception of Floki. I think the charity side of things is really, really good. I do enjoy that side of Floki, but again, it's not something I want to be invested in. Yeah, so that's memes basically. To meme or not to meme, the question, that's the question. It's down to you now whether you want to do that or not. But be very careful. If you've enjoyed this video, please smash the like button. Subscribers doing really, really well now. I think we're pushing 1,350, which is really, really good. Very impressed. Thank you very much. So yeah, if you can do that, great. Comment below as well. Have you got any meme coins? Any that are coming out? Maybe Mr. Musk himself will bring one out, which could absolutely moon, given his Twitter connections now. So yeah, have a great day. Have a great evening, wherever you are in the world. Take it easy, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Ta-da.